Hi CHS, welcome to the 4th edition of TNT, Trojan News Today. I'm Caleb Thomaston.
And I'm Daisy Kendrick. On today's show, we will have a recap of the academic Pep Rally, the Trojan Gold Party, and a sneak peek of CHS's new version of Cupcake Wars.
But first, did anyone notice all the teachers hanging out at the creek recently? Well, there was a very important reason why. There was so much interest in the creek that runs along the school, TNT has it exclusive.
For Carrollton City Schools, as I said, will be to restore every linear foot of stream on this campus that's feasible to do to create a living classroom, a tangible classroom that now you can go out, you can put your hands in the creek, you can actually do the benthic bug samples, you can do the channel geometry, you can run all the math equations. But the project that we're first wanting to start on is adjacent to the Board of Education building, between it and the new high school. It'll be about 400 foot of stream, and we proposed to the board 3 or 4 years ago that if they would embark on this pathway, to create a pathway and begin kind of teaching it from K through 12, we would bring resources to bear to permit, design, and construct this 400 plus feet of stream pro bono for the school system. The idea here is that as I look behind, there's few young people coming behind who are actually doing what we're doing in this industry. So the fact that my kids go to school here, the fact that we have benefited from the good graces at Carrollton and the good teachers and the staff and the administration, it's worthwhile for me to see this grow so that other kids just like mine will have those same opportunities that, quite frankly, they never knew existed. So the stream idea, this design and implementation idea, would be one that as the teachers are in place who are going to develop this curriculum at K through 12 here at Carrollton, they would be working side by side, shoulder to shoulder with the industry professionals who will do the survey work, who will do the delineation work, who will do the permit application submittal work to the Corps of Engineers, and all the way through to the implementation when my guys are out here on tractors building this. The teachers today, the idea is to begin to shift the paradigm that we have become so accustomed to the bad streams, the bad creeks, that we're really trying to point out what's wrong with the streams. We're trying to introduce them to some of the surveying equipment, trying to introduce them to some of the protocols that we use when we sample bugs, when we sample water, basically just kind of indoctrinate them to look at the stream through the eyes of a watershed practitioner instead of I grew up seeing the same stream, it's looked the same, it's got to be right. So these teachers have been exposed to a vast array of stuff today. It was really great for me to see the excitement. These teachers kind of impassioned by this now. And that tells me that for this thing to succeed, it's got to be the teachers, it's got to be the community, it's got to be the faculty. So the teachers seem to be on board today. They seem very excited about the direction, the opportunity, and just really neat listening to their ideas. The things that I see are quite different because I do this every day. There's stuff that I take for granted, but a lot of this is new to these teachers. It's the first time they've contemplated some of these ideals, some of these thoughts, and really give this even moment for pause to go, dang, I never realized that was what was going on. So the teacher's really exciting today. It's really going to be really exciting to see the curriculum that comes out of this as they take it back to their classrooms.
Okay, I have a couple students here to help tell you what it's about and why we're doing it. What we're going to be looking at is the stream outside our door here on the science wing, and asking questions about, okay, so there is a stream, how healthy is it? Is it the way it's supposed to be? And if it's not the way it's supposed to be, what's it supposed to be like? So we needed to start off with different tools of measurement, where we connect it to math and science, where we find out how many living creatures are in there, and that's this device. Can we hold up that? Simple rulers, but now we're measuring real things like fish, crayfish, and different things like that. This device is actually measuring the depth of water, the slope of the land, and we're taking mathematical measurements of that. And this, of course, is another device for catching critters and then measuring them and bringing it to real life. These guys have been finding out with me throughout the semester. We've looked at engineering designs that are kind of splattered on my back wall that have been done by a real engineering firm that have kind of challenged us to say, okay, so there's this stream, why can we, or how can we make it back to nature where it can feed more habitat to more living things, where the habitat can be grown and more biodiversity is a fancy word we use in science that it could represent. I hope that's okay. So at the current process, we've been doing this for 3 years, and you can see just by these guys being able to hold up some equipment and talk about it, it's a growing process. So we've actually been able to figure out a baseline, like, okay, so where is it at now? And now we're at the stage where we're starting to find out, well, where could it be? Comparing it to places in Georgia that are pristine or perfect, full of life and full of plants and animal life. And we're going to try to restore it back to that by having this engineering company partner with the school and actually literally come back at a certain time frame when we're ready to literally design the creek to be like nature.
That's very cool, this entire business of stream restoration. Who knew that the stream was in such need of redesign? It would be fun to watch our living classroom change over the next few years.
Not too long ago, CHS had the Academic Pep Rally. Some may wonder why we have such an event. TNT has all the answers.
I'm Damian Tyler, and I won a Chromebook at the Academic Pep Rally. And to be honest, I was really shocked because this is the first time I ever won something, so it was cool.
My name's Kayleen, and I won Beat, and I was really shocked because this is my first time winning anything.
Each year during testing season, we have our testing pep rallies to celebrate the accomplishments, celebrate what we did the year before, and we get to award prizes to everybody who made a 70 or higher in their milestones. We award for each class. So there's a high possibility if you pass your test, you got a high possibility of winning something. And then we also do the school-wide drawings for everybody who passed the milestones. And then we give away 10 really big prizes. We do that to celebrate the accomplishments of our students and all the hard work and the successes that they had the previous year, and also to let our students know this year if they do well on their tests, they will be recognized and they will be rewarded. And then we really play up the importance of doing well on the milestones. And that is why we do the pep rallies, is to let everybody know that it is very important that we do the very best we can on these exams. It's how our school is judged. It's how our school is compared to other schools. And we want to be the very best, just like we do in everything that we do. We want to be the best in the county, we want to be the best in our region, and we want to be the best in the state. We're very proud that we are above the state average in all categories this year with the milestones. We've been doing the pep rallies for several years with teachers getting up, just letting everybody know where we stand. When we started doing them, we weren't the best, and we wanted people to know. We wanted our students to know where we stood because our students want to be the best. It didn't take long when they found out that other people were doing better on these exams than we were, that we really ramped up our game and started being the best in the academic world as well. I do not know of anybody else that does an academic pep rally. I'm sure they do some type of assembly. So we thought it'd be a good idea to do it as far as testing goes, that we need to show our students that it is very important. And so far it has worked, and Miss Gordy and Miss Monquist do a great job planning that testing pep rally, and then the teachers being involved with it. It's been a really good event for us, and I feel like it's helped us out tremendously as far as our test scores go.
Congratulations to all the winners of this year's Academic Pep Rally. It is definitely worth it to keep up with your grades. There will be more opportunities to win in the future.
On the same day as the Academic Pep Rally, CHS celebrated with the Trojan Gold Party. If you missed it, we got you covered as TNT was on the field. Let's see what was happening.
So the first question is, why do we have a Trojan Gold Party? Well, our initial thoughts were, how can we reward so many of our students? When you work at a school as great as Carrollton, you have tons and tons of kids that are always doing the right thing. And so when we came up with the idea of having Trojan Gold and trying to reward kids, it was really so we could reward those kids who are always on top of it, always passing their classes, doing the right thing, coming to school, and just really go above and beyond. Next question is, who runs Trojan Gold and who came up with it? This is Coach Brooks's big initiative. He really believes that when we have so many awesome kids in our building, we need to be doing whatever it takes to make sure that they're getting recognition and prizes and rewards and all kinds of things. So Coach Brooks is really the #1 in charge of it. how do you become eligible for the Trojan Gold Party? Well, we have different criteria for different things. For the party, you cannot have more than 12 class period absences. You can't be tardy more than 3 times. You must be passing all your classes and have no discipline referrals. So it's a pretty elite crowd. This last time we had 688 kids that met all of that criteria. So it really is a lot of kids in our building. And then what is Trojan Gold? Trojan Gold is just our student recognition system. We want to reward as many kids as possible, as often as possible. We want the kids that are doing the right thing to know that we see them and they are absolutely so important and so valuable, and we appreciate all the great things that they do every single day.
We try to spread out Trojan Gold rewards throughout the year so that it's something that doesn't get forgotten, because what's the point of a reward if you're not looking forward to it, right? The 2 big parties come at the end of the semesters so that we can reward good attendance, no tardies, or few tardies rather, so that we can reward good behavior, things like that, good grades of course. In addition to those big end of the semester parties, then of course we're going to do the Pops for Passers. We're going to try to do as many drawings out of the Trojan Gold box as we can. And the whole idea is to keep it in people's mind so that you're thinking Trojan Gold, good behavior. If I improve my behavior, I have these chances. We want people to just be mindful that their good behavior and their attendance and their grades really do mean something and really are appreciated by the people in the school. I hope the first thing you get is a feeling of accomplishment and something that is intrinsically pleasing to you. I had good attendance, I had good grades, I was not tardy, my behavior was good. I'm feeling good simply because of the things that I did that I can recognize as good things to do. Of course, we all like rewards too. So if I get to miss a class to go to the Trojan Gold Party, that's a good thing. I like that. I like the chance to hang out with my friends. But of course, I want in the back of your mind always to be part of the prize I win is, knowing that I've done the best I can do as a student, okay? And knowing that I'm appreciated by the teachers and staff. Thank you.
Students, if you missed the party, it's no problem. Just meet the requirements second semester, and you too can party on the field.
I'm hungry. Do you smell that? It's the smell of victory, the smell of hard work, the smell of pride.
Heck no, Desi! That's the smell of cupcakes from CHS' very own Cupcake Wars.
Is that what I smell? Roll the film and let's see what's cooking.
So Cupcake Wars, this was something we created last semester to kind of go with our baking unit and use it as an opportunity to bring in community members and let the students showcase their talents that they have in terms of baking and frosting. It's based off the show Cupcake Wars, so they get 3 cupcake flavors and they have specific ingredients that they have to use either in the batter, on their frosting, or with their garnish. There's an overall theme for the design of the display that they're going to have. For our competition this week, it is Winter Holidays.
All the teams, 3 different cupcakes, and basically just battling over presentation, taste of the cupcakes, and just like overall like how good we did.
We have 3 ingredients that we have to incorporate into our cupcakes. We have peppermint, cocoa, and gingerbread.
Congratulations to the winning team of the first CHS Cupcake Wars. We look forward to the next round of competition. If you think you have what it takes, bring your cupcakes on.
As Christmas approaches, TNT went in the hallways of the high school to see what was our Christmas wish this year. Let's take a look.
My ultimate Christmas wish is to finish the school year out strong.
My Christmas wish is to pass my finals.
I'd like to wish for world peace. You know, I love everybody. You know, love each other and you know, become one as a human race. You know.
My Christmas wish is just to have fun and spend time with my family.
Christmas, I wish that my family would be back together.
My Christmas wish is just to spend some quality time with my family and just have a nice holiday.
I hope that it stays sincere.
I wish for everybody to get home safely and be able to spend the time with their families.
Well, my wish is this time of the season of giving is that everybody be happy, jolly, and have a Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
As this episode of TNT closes, we want to wish everybody a happy holidays and have a great break from TNT. I'm Caleb Thomaston.
And I'm Daisy Kendricks.
Happy holidays. As Christmas...
You smell that? That's the smell of victory, the smell of hard work, the smell of pride.
Darn it! Christmas approaches. TNT went in the hallways of the high school to see
Bruh, come on, dude. Not long ago, CHS had the academic pep rally. Congratulations to all the winners at this year's academic pep rally. It is definitely worth it to keep up with your grades.
Mr. looked at you like, what was you saying?